In this tutorial, I will explain the meaning of those fields in parameter management interface to you, and also show you how to prepare and use these parameters in warehouse in, out, sales transaction. First, let's click the parameter management icon to enter the interface. You will find there are 4 fields needed you to prepare. The first 3 fields, in, out, sales, are separately used for warehouse in, warehouse out, warehouse sales for distinguishing the transaction type. And the 4th field, destination or purpose, is used in warehouse out and sales transaction to specify the destination or purpose of them. Let me make some examples here for your better understanding. For warehouse in, there might be 2 types of transaction, purchase in, and transfer in. Purchase in, as its literal interpretation, means stock in by purchasing. It is the most used type of warehouse in transaction entry. And transfer in usually happens in scenarios like that some site is about to shut down, but it still has some remaining stock needed to be transferred to a neighboring site. Notice that when you select transfer in type in your warehouse in transaction entry, your input supplier should be the name of the transfer source site. And there might be 3 types of transaction for warehouse out: consume out, transfer out, and spoilage out. Consume out is the most used type of warehouse out transaction entry, which means stock out by consume. And transfer out will happens in the same scenarios as I mentioned before. Spoilage out is very easy to understand, as its literal interpretation, it means stock out due to expired or damaged products. Notice that every type of warehouse out transaction should correspond to a destination or purpose, which you need to pre-prepare in the 4th column in the parameter management interface. Like for the transfer out type, you need to define a destination for it, such as the destination site name. And for the consume out type, you need to define a purpose or destination for every transaction entry, like canteen or Aden office. And for spoilage out type, you may define it as because of the expired or damaged for that transaction. Sales is a special type we split from warehouse out in Aden B52 inventory management tool. There might be 2 types of it, cash sales, and sales by back charge. These 2 types have the same meaning as their literals, and I will not be explain them again. Just pay attention that in warehouse sales you also need to specify the destination or purpose for every transaction entry. The examples I mentioned before are only for your reference. This page can be customized input according to the actual situation of your site.